Welcome back to Motivational Journey. Why not you? Why can't you be the one who breaks the limits, who rises from nothing, who turns every no into a now? The truth is, you can. You have everything inside you that greatness requires. God didn't put a dream in your heart to tease you, He put it there because you have the power to make it real. Believing you are worthy of greatness is the foundation of every dream, every achievement, and every transformation. Too often, people limit themselves not because of what they lack, but because of what they believe they lack. The mind becomes a cage where doubt whispers that greatness is for others, the talented, the lucky, the chosen, but not for you. That's a lie the world teaches you to accept. The truth is, you are worthy. You always were. God didn't make a mistake when He created you. Every breath you take is proof that your life has purpose, and your journey has meaning far beyond what you can see right now. When you start believing in your worth, everything changes. Your perspective, your energy, your confidence, all begin to align with your purpose. You stop seeing obstacles as walls and start seeing them as stepping stones. You stop comparing your progress to others and start appreciating the beauty of your own path. The moment you truly believe you deserve greatness, you stop settling for mediocrity. You raise your standards, your goals, and your mindset. You start moving differently because your belief becomes your direction. Denzel Washington often speaks about faith and self-belief. He reminds us that faith is not just hoping for something, it's knowing deep inside that it's already yours, even before you see it. Belief works the same way. You don't wait for success to believe in yourself, you believe in yourself until success has no choice but to show up. Every successful person you see today once stood where you were, unsure, afraid, and doubting themselves. The only difference is, they decided to believe they could. That single decision changed their entire life. Believing in your worth doesn't mean arrogance. It doesn't mean you think you're better than anyone else. It means you finally understand that you are not less than anyone either. It's about recognizing that you have the same 24 hours, the same power to choose, the same ability to learn, grow, and become something extraordinary. Greatness isn't given, it's awakened. It's already inside you, waiting for you to believe in it enough to bring it to life. When you know your worth, you stop chasing validation. You stop begging for attention, love, or approval because you finally understand that you don't need to prove it now. You only need to live it. People might not see the potential, and that's okay. They don't get to it. The vision was given to you. Others can doubt you, but you must not doubt yourself. This belief can't stop you unless you allow it to. Your belief is your weapon, the silent force that pushes you forward when everything around you says, you can't. There will be moments when your belief is tested. You will fail. You will fall. People will leave. Doors will close. But remember this, diamonds are created under pressure, and faith is proven in darkness. When life gets hard, that's when belief matters most. Keep your head high, your spirit strong, and your heart steady. Tell yourself every morning, I am worthy of the life I dream of. I am capable of more than I know. Speak it until you believe it, and believe it until you live it. Believing you are worthy of greatness is not just motivation, it's a mindset, a lifestyle, a commitment to yourself. You can't become what you don't believe you deserve. So, stop shrinking your dreams to fit your fears. Stop doubting your power because of your past. Your worth was never based on your mistakes or your circumstances. It was defined the moment you were created. You are meant for greatness, not someday, but today. And the day you start believing that truth with every heartbeat, that's the day everything in your life begins to rise. Dizzy. Every struggle you face has a purpose, even when you can't see it yet. The pain, the disappointment, the failures, they are not meant to destroy you, but to strengthen you. Life was never designed to be easy, because ease does not build character. Struggle does. When you go through pain, you discover what you're truly made of. You find your strength, your patience, and your resilience. Every challenge is a silent lesson, shaping you into someone who can handle the blessings that are waiting ahead. It's through the storms that we learn how to stand tall. Too many people see struggle as punishment, but it's really preparation. Every time you fall and get back up, you become stronger than before. Every obstacle is training you for something greater. When you lift weights, your muscles tear so they can rebuild stronger. The same thing happens to your soul when you face hardship. Struggle tears away your doubts, your fears, and your weaknesses. It shapes your mindset, hardens your spirit, and prepares you for the weight of success. Without struggle, you wouldn't appreciate victory. Without pain, you wouldn't understand peace. Without loss, you wouldn't value love. Denzel Washington once said, "Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship." When everything is easy, we grow comfortable. Comfort creates laziness. It makes you stop reaching, stop improving, stop dreaming bigger. But when life gets hard, you're forced to move. You're forced to grow, to fight, to become resourceful. Hardship builds hunger, and hunger builds success. Those who've had to fight for everything they have, value every blessing more deeply because they know what it costs. Think about it, every person you admire, every great leader, every successful entrepreneur or artist, they all went through pain before they found their purpose. They faced rejection, loss, and failure. But they didn't quit. They used their struggles as fuel. They turned pain into motivation. When life said, "No," they replied with, "Watch me." The struggle is what gave them the strength to rise when most people would have stayed down. Your struggles are doing the same for you. Even when it feels like nothing is working, something inside you is growing. You are learning endurance, patience, and wisdom, lessons that no comfort zone can ever teach. Sometimes God allows the storm to show you that you can survive it. You may not understand it now, but one day you'll look back and realize that the pain was part of the plan. Every tear, every sleepless night, every moment of doubt, all of it was leading you toward the person you were meant to become. Struggle is the bridge between who you are and who you're meant to be. It removes your excuses and reveals your potential. It's easy to be positive when life is smooth, but true strength is shown when everything falls apart and you still choose to keep going. Every battle you win, no matter how small, builds your confidence. Every time you choose faith over fear, you rise higher. The key is to keep moving, even when you don't see the results yet. Growth is happening silently inside you. So the next time life knocks you down, don't ask, "Why me?" Ask, "What is this teaching me?" Change your perspective from pain to purpose. You're not being punished, you're being prepared. Every great story begins with struggle. Every strong soul was once broken. The difference between those who make it and those who don't is simple: the strong ones refuse to give up. You might be in a dark chapter right now, but remember, darkness is where seeds grow. You are being planted, not buried. The pain you feel today will become the power you stand on tomorrow. One day, you'll thank your struggles because they gave you everything comfort never could: strength, faith, and a deeper appreciation for life. Keep fighting, keep believing, and keep growing, because your breakthrough is hidden in your struggle. Glowing star. Waiting for permission is one of the biggest reasons dreams die before they even begin. So many people hold themselves back because they're waiting for someone to approve, support, or validate their decisions. They wait for the perfect moment, the right conditions, or the right people to say, yes. But the truth is, if you always wait for permission, you'll be waiting your whole life. The ones who achieve greatness are the ones who move even when no one is watching, even when no one believes, and even when everything around them tells them it's not the right time. Progress doesn't happen in comfort, it happens when you take action despite uncertainty. You don't need anyone to tell you that you're capable. You don't need anyone to tell you that you're ready. You already are. Every great story begins with someone who refused to wait. They moved when others hesitated. They started when others doubted. Denzel Washington often emphasizes the importance of faith and boldness, that you can't expect success to come knocking at your door. You have to step forward and claim it. Moving without permission is about trusting yourself enough to take risks and believing that the world will adjust once you do. When you take initiative, you separate yourself from the majority. Most people live in fear of what others will think. They care too much about opinions, and not enough about their own potential. But the truth is, people will always have something to say. If you fail, they'll judge you. If you succeed, they'll envy you. Either way, you can't live your life trying to satisfy others. The only approval you need is your own. The moment you stop waiting for people to understand your vision, you start making it real. Moving without permission also means embracing imperfection. Many people don't act because they fear making mistakes or not being perfect. But perfection is an illusion. Every master was once a beginner. Every success story is filled with failure, rejection, and doubt. The difference between those who make it and those who don't is that the successful ones keep moving. They learn as they go. They adjust, improve, and evolve through action. You don't need to have it all figured out, you just need to take the first step. There will never be a right time. There will never be a day when everything is lined up perfectly, the risk is zero, and the path is clear. Life doesn't work like that. The people who wait for the right time never start, and the ones who start make their time right. Action creates clarity. When you move forward, even with fear, you begin to see the way unfold. Each step you take builds momentum, confidence, and belief. The universe rewards movement, not hesitation. Sometimes, you have to be your own motivation. You have to clap for yourself, believe in your own vision, and trust that your effort will pay off. Denzel Washington once said, "Dreams without goals are just dreams. Taking action is what turns dreams into destiny." So stop overthinking, stop asking for permission, and stop seeking validation from people who don't see your potential. Move in silence, work with focus, and let your results speak for you. You might face rejection, you might fail, and you might feel lost at times, but every step forward brings you closer to your purpose. You never know what you're capable of until you move. You don't need a crowd to start, all you need is courage. When you take bold steps, you'll find that opportunities begin to appear where fear once stood. So don't wait for permission. Don't wait for signs. Don't wait for anyone to believe in you before you believe in yourself. Your dream is valid because it's yours. The vision you carry was given to you for a reason, and no one else needs to approve it. Stand tall, trust your journey, and move forward even when it's scary. The world doesn't belong to those who wait, it belongs to those who act. And when you move without permission, you prove to yourself and everyone else that you were always enough to begin with. Dizzy. Faith and discipline are two forces that separate those who dream from those who achieve. Faith gives you vision, discipline gives you structure. Faith is believing in the unseen, trusting that your efforts will lead somewhere even when the results aren't visible yet. Discipline is doing the work day after day, even when motivation fades. When these two come together, they create unstoppable progress. You can have talent, ideas, and potential, but without faith and discipline, they will fade away. Success doesn't belong to the most gifted, it belongs to the most consistent. Faith is the foundation of every great journey. It's the quiet belief that what you desire is already on its way, even when you can't see the evidence. It's trusting the process when the path is unclear. Denzel Washington often speaks about faith in God, emphasizing that you can't have a testimony without a test. Life will throw challenges at you, not to break you, but to strengthen your faith. Faith allows you to move forward in uncertainty, knowing that each step has purpose. It gives you the courage to take risks, to keep going after failure, and to rise every time life knocks you down. Without faith, fear wins. But when faith is alive in your heart, no obstacle can stop you. Discipline, on the other hand, is faith in action. It's not glamorous or easy. It's the small, consistent choices that no one sees, waking up early, putting in the work, practicing your craft, staying focused when distractions tempt you. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Motivation is temporary, but discipline lasts. It's the habit of showing up, over and over, until your hard work becomes your second nature. Discipline builds character. It sharpens your focus and teaches you patience. The people who reach greatness are not those who work only when it's convenient, they are those who work when it's hard. When faith and discipline work together, they create miracles. Faith without discipline is just a wish. Discipline without faith becomes robotic and lifeless. But together, they build momentum that turns dreams into reality. Faith gives you hope in the journey, discipline gives you power to finish it. When you trust in your purpose and put in daily effort, life begins to align in your favor. You start attracting opportunities, meeting the right people, and seeing doors open that once felt locked. This is not luck, it's the reward of faithful discipline. There will be days when you'll want to quit, when the progress seems invisible, when the work feels too heavy. That's when faith must speak louder than frustration. You have to remind yourself why you started. Progress isn't always visible, but it's always happening. Every time you push through, you're building strength, character, and resilience. The results will come, but only if you keep showing up. The journey might take longer than you expected, but faith teaches you patience, and discipline ensures you keep moving. Denzel once said, "Without commitment, you'll never start." But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. That is the essence of faith and discipline, commitment and consistency. You don't need to see the whole staircase to take the first step. You just need to trust that the step matters. Every small effort compounds into something greater. Over time, those daily sacrifices become success stories. So hold your faith close and let discipline guide your actions. Don't chase perfection, chase consistency. Even when the world doubts you, stay steady in your purpose. You are building something that takes time, effort, and belief. Keep walking, even when the path is dark, because faith will light your way. Keep working, even when no one notices, because discipline will make sure you reach your destination. When faith fuels your heart and discipline directs your hands, success is no longer a question of if, it's only a matter of when. Glowing star. The mindset of, why not me, is one of the most powerful beliefs you can carry in life. It's the moment when you stop seeing success as something that only happens to other people and start realizing it can happen for you too. Too often, we look at others who are doing great things, the entrepreneurs, the leaders, the artists, the dreamers, and we tell ourselves that they have something we don't. We assume they were luckier, more talented, or had more support. But the truth is, they're just people who decided to believe in themselves. They faced the same fears, doubts, and challenges that you do, but instead of asking, why me? They asked, why not me? That single question changes everything. The, why not me, mindset is about ownership, taking control of your life, your choices, and your future. It's deciding that you're no longer waiting for opportunity to come knocking, because you're going to build your own door. You stop living as a spectator in your own life and start playing as the main character. Denzel Washington often reminds people that faith and persistence open doors that talent alone cannot. When you truly believe that you are capable, that you are worthy, and that your dreams are valid, you unlock an energy that pushes you to act. This belief fuels determination, and determination creates results. This mindset doesn't mean you won't face obstacles. It means that no obstacle will have the final say. Every challenge becomes a test, not a wall. When others doubt you, you keep going. When you fail, you get back up and try again. The difference between those who make it and those who don't is not luck, it's belief. The, why not me, mindset doesn't wait for external validation, it creates its own confidence through action. Every time you take a step toward your goal, even a small one, you build proof that you are capable. That's how confidence is formed, not from success itself, but from persistence through failure. You must understand that your dream is not random. The ideas, goals, and visions you have were planted in your heart for a reason. Not everyone has your exact dream because not everyone has your exact purpose. The moment you start saying, why not me? You are saying yes to your purpose. You're acknowledging that if others can achieve their goals, so can you. There's no secret formula that separates the successful from the rest. It's courage, consistency, and self-belief. The world doesn't reward doubt, it rewards action. Think about the people you admire most. They all started somewhere, and most of the time, they started with nothing but belief. They didn't wait until they had everything figured out. They just started. The same power that moved them forward is already within you. You have what it takes to build, to lead, to change, and to create something meaningful. The question is, do you believe that enough to act on it? Because once you do, nothing can stop you. There will be times when fear tries to convince you that you're not ready, that you don't belong, or that you might fail. But fear is only as powerful as the attention you give it. When fear says, what if you fall? Your belief should answer, what if I fly? Every great success story is built on that kind of faith. You don't need to be perfect to begin, you just need to be brave enough to start. So when you see someone living the life you dream of, don't envy them, be inspired. Let their story remind you that it's possible. Instead of saying, I wish I could, start saying, I will. You have the same potential, the same 24 hours, and the same ability to create change. The only difference is the mindset you choose. When you carry the, why not me, mentality, you stop waiting and start becoming. You realize that you were never missing anything, you just needed to believe that you could. Every time doubt tries to